that. Now, what we were talking about there, that whole thing of people taking responsibility themselves, well, that's exactly what my next guest has done. Laura Lawson was so fed up of life that she drew up a bucket list of things to do, and she's currently about halfway through her list of 300. Laura, describe the life that you had previously and what led you to creating this list.
Hi there. Well, basically, I was just living life on repeat, going to work and a dead-end job. I'd gained a lot of weight and I was doing nothing with my spare time.
And was there a trigger? Did you sort of wake up one day and think, oh, there must be more to life than this?
I think it started off with the New Year's resolutions, lose a bit of weight, get a bit healthier. And then I started off by doing a bungee jump.
Oh, as you do.
Yeah. And then after the bungee jump, I looked into other things to gain new life experiences, and the bucket list started from that.
I mean, it sounds almost like a bit of a midlife crisis, albeit quite young for you, because you're in your late 20s. So, I mean, do you sort of equate it to that in a way?
Not at all. I just don't want to have to wait until I am midlife to start everything I want to do now.
You're getting on with it now. You're making a start early.
Yeah, well, I can.
Yeah. Well, tell me about some of the things that you've done. I mean, you said there bungee jump. I mean, you've done a lot of kind of crazy-ish things like that.
Yeah, I've walked on fire, I've swam with sharks, I've flown a plane.
These sound quite extreme. I mean, was that a conscious decision? I mean, do you have fears about any of these things, like flying?
I had 3 fears, which were swimming with sharks, performing in public, and spiders. So I've performed all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you feel you've actually conquered them? Are you over them?
I used to have a fear of the sea, and I think that was because of the sharks. So since I've swam with sharks, I can go in the sea now. So I think it's definitely helped.
That's interesting. I mean, you can sort of see the big things like the bungee jumping or the swimming with sharks as being the sort of classic bucket list. But, you said speaking in public. I mean, that's a different kind of thing. I mean, presumably that was lack of confidence before.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, was that something you had to make yourself do as part of this improving your life type thing?
I mean, everyone's got their bucket list items, the bungee jumps and all the crazy things, but this was more of a life goal. So there was the speaking in public, and, I've gone back to college at nights and gained some qualifications. I've got a new job, lost a lot of weight.
That's interesting. I'm wondering about some of the stuff that you've done that's involved, travel to far-flung places. I mean, I'm wondering how you fund this, because it sounds terribly extravagant and expensive and so on. I mean, has it been?
It was just sort of little life changes. I stopped drinking, so I mean that's quite a lot of money.
Save money, yes. Have you stopped entirely?
Yeah, I don't drink at all anymore.
And presumably you're feeling the benefits of that.
I think that definitely helped with the weight loss as well, but mostly money.
Yeah, and which has been able to help you fund.
Yeah, I've also got my website now, so a lot of my adventures are sponsored now.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think you've said there'll be obvious things that you've changed as a result. You've lost weight and you're feeling fitter and healthier and so on. But that thing you alluded to, the confidence thing with the public speaking, I mean, the changes in yourself, I mean, what have you noticed that has changed?
Definitely a lot more confident. I've learned that there's things I'm good at I never thought I would have done before. I've tried things I never thought I would have done as well.
Like what?
Sharks.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. I actually performed in a play, which was my confidence one, and I've actually done it 2 years in a row now.
Is that right? And is that presumably something you've never would have done before?
Never at all, no.
Do you think there was something in that thing of it actually being a list? That kind of interests me because when you say list, have you written them down?
Yeah, everything's
So it is an
written down.
actual list.
Yeah.
And are you ticking them off?
Yep, I think it's good having them written down, and it's an achievement once they're ticked off.
Well, you see, I think, we've spoken to fitness experts on the programme and nutritionists and so on, and there seems to be that thing of, when something is written down, whether it's fitness goals or food goals or cutting down drinking goals or whatever, when it's written down, it can help focus you.
Yeah, I mean, I actually have a list for my day-to-day life as well. I find it helps at work and long-term goals as well.
How did you come up with the list? I mean, how did these 300 ideas come to be?
I've sort of split it into different categories. So I've got travel goals, extreme goals, life goals, foods I want to try, and then just keep adding to it all the time.
Well, that was going to be my next question, actually, because, you know, I said you're about halfway through this list of 300. Yeah. You've ticked off about half, but are you keeping adding, and will you keep adding as you get older and as life goes on? Do you see it as very much a work in progress?
It's definitely a work in progress. I mean, there's lots of things that I've never heard of before, and as soon as I hear them, if I want to do them, they get added to the list.
So the list will never run out?
No, pretty much.
Just briefly, I mean, we were talking to Pete Cohen there about life coaching. I mean, you've done this yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts about using a life coach as a help up? Would you ever consider that?
Not for myself, but I do see the benefit for others. I mean, I've got a supportive family and husband, and they definitely help with mine.
And you're just a classic case of doing it yourself and
yeah.
getting on with it. Well, listen, all the very best. Good luck. Keep adding to that list, and we'll look forward to hear how you're getting on. That is it for today. Thanks to all my guests on the programme. If you've missed any of the show, don't forget you can download our free podcast. I'll be back at the same time next Monday. Until then, have a great week.